Welcome to the Digital Coins News channel. My name is Crypto Albert. Here we take daily articles and break them down to smaller pieces. If you like this content, please subscribe and hit the like button. Article out of the Cryptonomist. The U.S. Pentagon creates a war game with Bitcoin. During the days when the protests following George Floyd's barbaric death raged in the United States, the Pentagon created a war game that foreshadowed a similar scenario, involving Bitcoin as well. The news was revealed by The Intercept, who noticed the analogy between the game and the current situation. The game was created by the Pentagon in 2018, well before the coronavirus emergency and the death of George Floyd. It's called JLASS, which stands for Joint Land, Air, and Sea Strategic Special Program. In the scenario outlined, the protagonists belong to Generation Z, the one born in the mid-1990s, which experienced September 11 and the crisis of 2008, following the millennials, and which lived their entire lives with the comfort of new technologies. It is these young people, close to 30 years of age, who around 2025 begin to organize a rebellion that starts from the dark web. This is where this rebellion was born. The promoters of this rebellion organize themselves by leveraging the fears and insecurities of their peers. The anger is driven by injustice and corruption. The leaders, the game says, recruit new followers in face-to-face meetings and then instruct them to move into the dark web from where they conduct cyber attacks that target institutions. Bitcoin is their way of financing themselves and being rewarded. And it could not be otherwise, given BTC's reputation as the queen currency not only of the crypto market but also of the black internet market. But, Rebellion also manages to launder money. Their attack strategy involves spreading malware so sophisticated that it is difficult to trace. The rebellion starts from Seattle but becomes global, hitting New York, Washington, Los Angeles, and then the Canadian and European cities, up to the United Arab Emirates, Russia and even China. The Pentagon from game to reality. The game designed by the Pentagon was created for educational purposes only. But it is curious that it has foreseen the strong discontent of the younger generations, and a discomfort for natural causes. The game makes reference to the scarcity of drinking water and the pollution of the water used, which has caused half the population to become infected. Those who devised JLASSP could not have predicted that 2 years later the coronavirus would arrive to seriously threaten the health of the world's population. But it was not only COVID that caused the public anger in the U.S., the coronavirus was followed by the economic crisis that raised the level of unemployment exponentially. The collapse of the financial markets, which did not even spare Bitcoin, would deserve a separate chapter. This was enough to generate a situation of insecurity. The bullying of the policeman who killed George Floyd, together with the questionable statements of U.S. President Donald Trump, did nothing more than igniting an explosive fuse. And this time it's not a game. Article out of CryptoNews.com. Police in Seoul, South Korea, have searched and seized data from at least 2 unnamed crypto exchanges in the hunt for the masterminds of a suspected Ethereum ETH fraud ring believed to be worth at least $41.5 million. Per reports from KBS and Jungang Ilbo, the ring made use of multi-level marketing MLM or pyramid tactics, and police believe some 1,500 people may have handed over crypto assets to operators that they say they can no longer access. Police say they are investigating at least 100 people, and prosecutors have seized transaction data from domestic, Seoul-based exchanges, which were issued with search warrants late yesterday. The Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency's investigation unit said that it believes a company, identified only by the initial E, was being investigated on suspicion of fraud and other offenses, with at least 3 people believed to have been charged. The company's CEO, identified only by the name Mr. Shin, has been ordered not to leave the country. Jungang Ilbo, who broke the story, named the company as Ether Wallet. Ether Wallet has some 20,000 active accounts. The company was not available for comment. The same media outlet stated that a criminal mastermind named only in the report, as Mr. A, claimed to be an executive with the company and promised investors huge returns on their initial stakes if they agreed to pool their ETH holdings into a shared fund. However, A group of 433 investors made an official complaint to police after they were unable to withdraw their funds. The group's lawyers stated they believed at least 1,000 other victims were in the same situation, but were yet to come forward. Remember, if you like this content, please consider subscribing to our daily video.